Okay, so hello everyone, welcome to today's webinar. Now can you hear my sound and see my PowerPoint? And if you have any question, you can send your question to our question box. Okay, so let's start today's webinar. Okay, I'm Nalis, and I will be your lecturer for today's webinar. And we will have an introduction of the new products from SolaX every month. So hope you find it worth your time. And before that, I would like to say that our new product X3-Hybrid G4 Pro is an upgrade version of the X3-Hybrid G4. And the features of it can be summarized in one sentence: more powerful, more cost-effective, and more promising. So let's start. And here are the main contents about today's training. And firstly, we will have an overview about the X3-Hybrid G4 Pro. And next, I will show you some key features about it and a comparison of the X3-Hybrid G4. And then I will introduce some recommended batteries. And in addition, I will describe some system solutions based on it, like AC coupling, microgrid solution, etc. And lastly, I will focus on some working modes. Okay, let's start. This is the X3-Hybrid G4 Pro as is shown in the figure, and it looks similar with X3-Hybrid G4, right? Although it maintains the same design with X3-Hybrid G4, it takes more powerful functions like more MPPT and more AC output. And X3-Hybrid G4 got 3 MPPT, which means it can utilize more PV energy. And X3 G4 Pro can output from 4 kilowatts to 15 kilowatts, which is also wider than that of the G4. And the charging rate and the discharging rate can reach 50 amps, which means it can charge and discharge fast. And actually, G4 Pro got 2 independent battery ports like Ultra, but please note that the charging rate varies. For example, if each of them is connected to a separate battery, is 22 amps per port. And if only one port is connected to a single battery, is 30 amps. So if both ports are connected to a single battery, using a 2-in-1 splitter, is 50 amps. So that's the difference. And the next, for the naming rule, which is same with other products, I believe that you have already know about that. And like 3-phase and hybrid and kilowatts. And the P refers to pro, which means professional, represents a powerful device, more features and higher performance. Okay, and then let's go to the second part, key features. And in general, there are some key features such as efficient and economical, flexible setup and operation, and high performance, etc. Maybe you have known about these features. So in my personal opinion, G4 Pro has taken many functions of Ultra, like lower start-up voltage and wider battery voltage range, higher PV input, etc. So as you can see, the start-up voltage is only 140 volts, and it has wider MPPT range from 110 to 950 volts. So this is the reason why we can say that G4 Pro is an upgrade version, right? And you can see it, and you can also know about G4 Pro like this. We have done great in ultra size, so now we move some similar features to the G4 Pro. and such as low voltage and 2 independent battery ports and higher performers. For example, now G4 Pro can support up to 5 units in parallel without a parallel bus, which means there is some improvements in the RCD of the G4 Pro. And there are some other advantages of such as setup and operation, such as we have got a built-in AC power line plug-in terminal, so it makes it more convenient in the installation. And in this part, I will show you how the G4 Pro connect to the system. As you can see in this figure, here we've got 3 MPPT and 2 battery ports. And in the F area, there are some AC ports. It provides a built-in socket, just like Ultra, so more convenient, right? And for the communication port, it can be divided into COM1 and COM2, and each of them has 6 ports. So in COM1, there are parallel 1, parallel 2, BMS1, BMS2, and meter or city, and RS485. So you can connect meter authorized by SolaX as well as wireless meter module. And for the COM2, here are some ports for some accessories like EV charger, adapter box. And what's more, in the E area, we provide dry contact ports like DI or DO contact. So now if you've got heat pumps in your home, you can connect them to the inverter without an adapter box too. So it can and in addition, you can also connect with the generator, so it becomes more convenient. And I'd like to talk about the V2X module. It is a new function. Maybe you have heard about it in our smart EV charger G2. The functions is still developing and will be released soon. So with this function, the battery of the vehicle car can output energy to the loads of the inverter system. And what's more, the G4 Pro can be compatible with both AC charger and AC EV charger and the DC EV charger. Okay, so let's go on. Then it is a comparison between X3-Hybrid G4 Pro and the X3-Hybrid G4. In the PV side, X3-Hybrid G4 has higher MPPT and wider voltage range, and each MPPT can reach 20 amps. 20 amps, which is very high in the industry. And besides that, G4 Pro only needs 140 volts to start up. And considering the safety, G4 Pro has IP66, while G4 only got IP65, and it is a big improvement. And in the AC side, the G4 Pro got many upgrading functions. The first is the numbers of the units in parallel. G4 Pro can support up to 5 units in parallel without parallel blocks, but G4 only support up to 3 units in parallel. And what's more, the most important is G4 Pro can support AC and the DC EV charger, and the G4 only supports AC EV charger. And besides that, now the G4 Pro can support some device like half-wave load. Okay, so this is the general difference between G4 Pro and the G4. Okay, so next for the battery ports, which also got upgrade, just like S3 Ultra, G4 Pro also got dual battery ports, which are independent. Now, the Dribble Pro can be compatible with different batteries like T5A, T30, and HS25, HS30, and HS51. So you've got many choices. And the two ports can be connected with batteries of different quantity. For example, now we can do that. This string we can connect with T30, and for another port we can connect with HS25. It is okay. And then the numbers of two strings can be different also. And the 3.4 Pro can provide 130 to 800 volts. And for the charging and the discharging rate, if one, which is similar with what I have mentioned before, is 22 amps or 30 amps or 50 amps. It depends on the situations. And then is the 3 MPPT trackers from which is also the training, which is also the marketing training. And just like the picture, the 3.4 Pro can connect PV panels in 3 directions, which makes it more flexible when installing the PV panels. Even one of the MPPT is failed, so it will not affect the rest of the MPPT. So we can say that 3 MPPT trackers enhance the fault tolerance of the PV panels, right? And this design can ensure greater flexibility. It can accommodate complex PV panels, including multiple directional and mixed types of the PV installations. And then I want to talk about some AI functions such as Smart Schedule. But Smart Schedule is work with a data hub, so you should have data hub to realize such functions. So maybe you have known about the working logic of it, basing on the AI functions such as weather forecast. An inverter system can automatically adjust the charging and the discharging strategy of the inverter to maximize the energy efficiency. And another AI-driven energy management is SmartThings. It offers a customizable set of if-then condition and actions. So, for example, you can set that if condition is set to 2 a.m. and the weather forecast predicts raining within the next 8 hours. Then you can get the action. That is, the system will charge the battery to 100% at 2 a.m. if raining. Okay, this is the logic of the SmartThings. And the next for the AFCI compatible, as we know that it is a function which is used to protect the system from oxygen damage. So X3-Hybrid 4 doesn't have it. And our G4 Pro got the function, and you can choose whether with AFCI or not. So please note that SolaX solution has higher standard than the IEC standard, which is an international standard. So SolaX can provide safer products for our customers. Something like arc fault detection accuracy, maximum distance of arc detection, and arc energy range, etc. Okay. Then for the strong ability against unstable grid, which is also same with the Ultra, like less than 10 milliseconds switch over time, and 200% EPS overload for 10 seconds. And now G4 Pro can support stable operation of hub, no matter the grid is breakup or not. And another is that the hub windows are not supported. such as hair dryers, electrical fans, LED lights, single-phase induction motors. They are all belong to half-wave loads. They usually work during half the cycle of the voltage waveform, so it may result in wasted energy and reduce system efficiency, right? But now G4 Pro can support stable operation of half-wave loads and prevent unstable circuit power supply. And this is the stable operation under extreme temperatures. But here, X3-Hybrid G4 also support battery heating. G4 Pro also support battery heating technology. For example, if you use X3-Hybrid G4 and then the battery with heating technology like T30, the system can run normally even the temperature is minus 30 degrees Celsius, and even the high temperatures like 53 degrees Celsius. So the system can still work can work normally. And then for the three-phase unbalanced output, I believe that you have already know about it, which is the same with other hybrid inverters. And the three-phase unbalanced output means each phase of the inverter can output different power. As you can see in this form, if the inverter is 4 kilowatts, the maximum single phase unbalanced output can reach 2 kilowatts. But if the inverter is 15 kilowatts, single phase can only output 5.75 kilowatts. So this is a difference. When the inverter is lower 20 kilowatts, like 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10, maximum single phase output is the half of the inverter power. But when the inverter power is higher than 10 kilowatts, which is 12 and 15, only 5.75 kilowatts. So please remember that. And then we can see in this figure, assuming that the inverter is 12 kilowatts, and when the unbalanced output is enabled, the third phase can only output 5.75 kilowatts, and then by 0.25 kilowatts from the grid. So in this case, we can satisfy the 6 kilowatt load. So no energy will be wasted. Okay, and the next, let's have a look at microgrid. This is a big change because X3-Hybrid G4 cannot support microgrid solution. Now X3-Hybrid G4 Pro can do that. And about the TOU, which means time of use. Maybe you have already used this function. When you choose this mode, you can set specific working modes for each hour during the day according to your needs. So comparing with a working mode in one day, it is more convenient. And the VPP is also already, it is a network of decentralized energy generation systems like solar systems that are linked together and managed by a VPP operation platform. And now many countries have taken VPP technology, such as Germany, American, UK, Australia, etc. Okay, so next I will introduce some recommended batteries. Okay, as you can see here, these batteries can all be compatible with X3-Hybrid G4 Pro, like HS2536, T58, T30, HS51, and the HS50ED. Okay, so G4 Pro can be used with almost all types of the battery in SolaX. And firstly, for the HS series, as we know that HS takes step installation, and one series can only connect up to eight batteries. So when more than 8 batteries, such as now we got 9 batteries, you need a serial box to connect these two series. Otherwise, it will be too high. And the notice box is used for expanding the battery's energy storage, just like BMS parallel box. And the one notice box can be connected with three strings of the HS batteries. So now if G4 is paired with HS25, the maximum capacity can reach 195 kilowatt hour. How can we get that? Just like 2.5 kilowatts times 13, because the maximum batteries is 13, and times 3 strings, then times 2 battery ports, so which is equal to 195 kilowatt hour. Okay, so the same goes with the HS36 battery. And for another battery, HS51, which is a new battery, HS51 is going to be compatible with Ultra in the future. So, and HS51 has IP65 rating, and it also takes compact design and the direct stack isolation. So this is also the trend of the battery design. And the next is our newest batteries, HS50ED. Maybe you have known about it. It looks similar with the IES battery, right? But there's a difference. That's a little bit different. IES takes all-in-one design, and especially for the inverter and the BMS. But for the D version, the inverter and the BMS can be separate. So the HS50ED has high performance, like a maximum 50 amps charging and discharging current, and it can be used ranging from minus 30 degrees Celsius to 55 degrees Celsius, and it also has advanced heating technology. And in addition, it got IP66. So if the G4 Pro is paired with the HS50ED battery, the system has high protection from the running and other bad condition. Okay, so the next is system solutions. It is exactly the same with the Ultra and the hybrid system. Okay, first of all, the most common solution for the residential, which is the partial load solution. So we separate the loads into EPS load and common loads. EPS load is connected to the EPS port, and common loads is connected to the grid port of the inverter. However, when the grid is blacked out, the common load cannot work, and then EPS load can still work normally. And the switch time is less than 20 milliseconds, so it is basically senseless. And the next, for the home load solution, we can connect all the loads to the EPS port of the inverter with Matbox G2, so we don't worry about the grid blackout when we use home load solution. And next is about the parallel connection. Now G4 can support up to 5 units without a EPS parallel box. And you should connect all the grid ports and the EPS ports of these inverters together. Then connect a CT or meter here to measure the data of the feeding power. And the next is the parallel solution with a EPS parallel box. By using a parallel box, up to 10 units can be parallel connected in this case, and you can connect all the home lobes to the EPS load to the EPS parallel box, and giving a maximum of 150 kilowatts power output. And the next, regarding the wiring, you also need to connect all the EPS ports to the EPS parallel box, and then connect them to the distribution box together. And one inverter will be set as the master, and to control the other slave inverters in the system via CAN ports. And the CAN1 of the master is connected to the EPS parallel box, and the CAN2 of the master is connected to the CAN1 of the slaves. So please note that when you do a parallel solution, you need to keep the inverter to be the same. And the power output of each inverter model should also be the same. And the generator can be used to provide emergency power supply. In this solution, when the grid is failed, the ATS will switch to the generator automatically, and the generator plays the role of the grid afterwards. And please pay attention that the ATS should be purchased in addition. And it should be also noted that generators are generally divided into two control members, tri-contact and ATS. Okay, so we generally use the cell generators. And in some areas such as farms and suburbs where the grid is unstable, we can use off-grid solution, and that the generator serve as a grid power. And as I introduced before, SolaX inverter solution can be applied to many grid situations. And the next is about the microgrid. Just like it is a big changes because X3-Hybrid cannot support microgrid. And in this solution, we connect the on-grid inverter to the EPS part of the hybrid inverters. So in this case, the on-grid inverter can still work normally when the grid is failed, and so as not to waste the PV generation during the off-grid period. And the on-grid inverter can be SolaX or other brands. And please note that there is a meter or CT in this situation, and so CT should point to the grid side, which is used to measure the feed-in power. And but you should know that the power of the EPS port need to be greater than the power of the on-grid inverter. And next, about the last solution is about the mixed usage of SolaX on-grid and hybrid inverters. In some projects, it requires the whole system to have general control and zero injection. So we can use a data hub to realize zero control. For example, the mega inverters or the mic inverters have a parallel connection, then realize the zero injection by the data hub. And if the users want to add the energy storage system, they can connect the X3-Hybrid Pro together. So the data hub can connect the on-grid inverters and the hybrid inverters together to realize system zero injection. And finally, about the working modes, I believe you are familiar with that. Such as self-use, feeding priority, backup mode, peak shaving, manual, TOU, EPS, etc. And firstly, the self-use mode, this is the most common mode that is used. Self-use means the PV energy bill and the battery can meet the demand of the loads. So we don't need to buy electricity from the grid. So self-use is suitable for areas with low feeding subsidies and high electricity price. Just like the figure shows, the PV generation will firstly satisfy the load, and if the loads are all powered, the excess power will be used to charge the battery. And if the battery is also full, the power will feed into the grid. And then the next is feed-in priority. Feed-in priority means when we meet the load's demand, the surplus energy will be sold to the grid firstly, so it is suitable for areas with high feeding targets, where the government encourages PV sites to generate power for the grid. And in this mode, the power of PV will supply the loads firstly, and the surplus power will feed into the grid. Then the remaining power will charge the battery. Okay. And the next working mode I want to talk about is backup mode. Backup mode is similar with the self-use, but it is a little bit different. That is, it just have 30% battery minimum SOC for EPS use, and the value for self-use is only 10%. So the backup mode is suitable for areas with frequent power blackout. And as you can see in this, you can see here, there is some battery capacity. This is one of the features of the backup mode. We need to reserve enough capacity for emergencies, such as power failure and upgrade. And next is peak shaving, which is also an economy working mode. Peak shaving mode can divide a whole day into 4 periods, and during a peak period, such as period B, it can limit not to take too much power from the grid, and then the excess part will be supplied by the battery. So in this mode, you can sell electricity when the price is high and buy the electricity when the price is low to make more profit. Okay. And the manual mode, just as its name implies, you can manually control the behavior of the battery, like forced discharging, and start charging and discharging. So this mode is mainly used for after sales team maintenance work. Okay. Okay, so this is a TOU, which is what I mentioned before. You can set different specific working modes for each hour of the day and 7 days a week, and according to your needs. Okay, so these are some working modes of TOU, like self-use, battery off, peak shaving, charging mode, and discharging mode, etc. Okay, now let's have a summary of the X3-Hybrid 4 Pro. You can remember such figures like 2 refers to the dual independent battery ports. It can be connected to different types and quantity of the batteries. And the 20 amps means maximum 20 amps input current per MPPT. And 200% means it has 200% PV oversizing and PV utilization. And the 5 means it can support 5 units in parallel without an EPS parallel box. And 3 MPPT and the 3-phase unbalanced output. Okay. And okay, so today's training is over. Thanks for listening. And now you can give feedback on this training by scanning this QR code to to provide your suggestions, and you will have the opportunity to obtain the Amazon voucher as long as you filling the questionnaire. So okay, so please scan the QR code to fill in your form. Okay, and now I will show you the question. Okay, so if you don't have any question, we will finish our webinar today. Okay, thanks for listening. Hope you see you next time.